I love making something out of nothing. I'm not trained, but I am brave and determined. Of course, I could hire a professional, but DIY first.
All right, so I am just now getting off work, but my plan was to go by the nursery and see what kind of plants they have. I have to get these plants in the ground now. I'm actually late. I intended to have this done in March, but you know, life, I'm kind of racing the clock here. I'll try to be as quick as possible. Anyway, I'm gonna go by the nursery and see what kind of plants they have and just go from there. So I just got an interesting tip from the plant people. I got 2 different varieties of tomatoes and I got some cayenne pepper because I know Corey, is it cayenne pepper? Yeah, I think he cooks with cayenne pepper or makes something with cayenne. Anyway, the guy suggested that I plant the tomatoes away, like spaced out the tomatoes and the peppers, because apparently the peppers can influence the taste of the tomatoes and make the tomatoes like kind of spicy if they grow close together. I never knew that. I never thought that was a thing. So I'm glad that I asked, because I asked him if there was anything that should not be planted together. Since I'm doing a container garden, I wanted to make sure that nothing is going to like offset the other thing. And I know tomatoes can get pretty big, so I know that I need to allow enough space for the tomatoes. But I just thought that was interesting. So that's a good little tip if you're gonna have a garden. Don't plant your tomatoes with your peppers. Good life hack. It's pretty windy today, so I don't know how well you can hear me, but I don't know what day this is. I've been kind of jumping back and forth to different projects, but today I'm going to try to go ahead and plant the garden. The first thing I need to do is drill some holes in the bottom of the bins so that water can escape. If there's excess water, there needs to be drainage. So I'm going to drill those holes, and then I can fill them and put them out and put the plants in. Now, it's been raining for like a week almost, so everything is really wet and muddy. But I did get some weed barrier that I wanted to put underneath just to try to control the weeds just around that area. So I'm going to put that down first, and then I will put the bins, the dirt, the plants, and that will be a garden. Now, whatever I do, I need it to be removable because you can see the fence is in horrible condition, and we will be replacing that fence at some point, hopefully not too far in the future. But for now, I'm not going to let that hinder me from doing what I need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and plant the garden, and then when the time comes, I'll be able to remove all of that stuff out of the way, and we can fix the fence and then put it back or do something else if I change my mind. So that's the plan. I'm going to go ahead and do that today and knock that out. They say you should remove the weeds before you put this weed barrier down. Now, if you think I'm about to dig up all these weeds and grass and all of that, you are sadly mistaken. I will not be digging up this stuff. I'm just going to put this weed barrier down, and then whatever grows, grows. It's so windy out here. I'm really concerned about my camera. I think I might move it, but it's really windy, so I'm just going to capture what I can capture. Alright, got the drill. I have the biggest drill bit that I own. So I'm going to drill 6 to 8 holes in the bottom of each bin, and I think that should be enough for drainage. I think we should be good with that. I think I should actually remove some of the weeds right up beside the fence, so I'm going to do that now. I was trying to cut corners, but I'll do that now. Now I just need to figure out what to plant. I do need to get 3 more bags of dirt for the other bin, but I do have 2 types of tomatoes here, so I think I'll put tomatoes. And the guy at the nursery said not to put the peppers in with the tomatoes, so I'll leave those out. So maybe I'll do these onions, tomatoes, that's a pepper, oh, and okra. Okay, tomato, onions, and okra. That's what I'll put in this one. Thinking about the placement of the garden. As I'm looking at my placement, it looks like the fence is casting a shadow at least like halfway. I am concerned that it's not going to get enough sun for the plants to thrive. Now I do have this area here, this sidewalk here, that I could potentially move the bins over here. And I know for a fact this area gets full sun all afternoon into the evening. So I'm wondering, even though it's gonna throw off aesthetically what I had in mind for that particular space, obviously the goal is to have food to, you know, actually be able to harvest something. So I am considering moving the location from there to over here. I'm gonna think about it a little bit more, but I'm kind of thinking that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so what were you thinking?
Well, let me go out here. Well, I was just thinking more so like right here.
Like you saying like halfway between, like in the open here.
Well, you see this is where they had it first, right? So that's what I was thinking. It's right here. Because it's away from the gate, but it's right in this dead smack in the center where the sun is. You know.
Tired, y'all. But I gotta get these other plants in the ground before they wither up and die, and then I wasted money and time. So I have this Miracle Grow raised bed soil. I'm just using that, and it takes about 3 of these bags, 42.47 liters. It takes about 3 of these to fill 1 bin. And if I decide to do this next year, I'm gonna make this dirt stretch further. I'm gonna try to, if I want to add some bins, I'm gonna try to make this dirt stretch by filling the bottom with some stuff, some logs and leaves and things like that, to kind of fill in the space. My mom told me that the okra grows up like the tomatoes and cucumbers do, so like they spread out, they need more space. So I'm gonna move the okra into this one, so that one will have just the tomatoes and onions, and this one will have the cucumber and okra and whatever else I have over there. It's been a long day. We've been doing some work on another area of the house that you guys will see in a future video, and that has wiped me out for today. Hey guys, it's Saturday morning and I am racing against the rain. It's supposed to rain today. I think it said it was like an 85% chance of rain or something like that, and it has gotten kind of chilly again. Maybe not chilly to some people, but it's like 50s, 60s or something like that. Hopefully it won't kill my little baby plants over here, but yeah, I honestly, guys, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but what I'm trying to do today is just stay the course and, you know, like go ahead and finish the project, and then I will make my opinion about it after I'm done. But because I had to move the garden forward to get maximum light, I don't know if it looks weird. Like it's just kind of like in the middle of the yard. I don't know if that looks weird. Also, I did not level the ground underneath, which I probably should have, because I think that's what you're supposed to do, but I just honestly, I didn't feel like it. So if you're gonna do this, maybe level the ground underneath. But I do have an idea for something. I'm gonna put the cedar surrounds in place, and then I also want to create like a little seating area in between, which is why they are kind of spaced out like they are. So I mean, in my mind, I thought this would look nice against the fence, particularly once we get the fence repaired, but I don't know. It's kind of messing up my vision now since I had to move it. And I need to figure out some trellis kind of situation so that the vines, like the tomato plants and the cucumbers, can grow up like they need to. I think my mom said the okra does that as well. So they need to go up, and now there's nothing behind there. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. Maybe let me know what your thoughts are if you have suggestions. I don't know, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I envisioned to do, and then I'll make a decision after that. So let me be quick about it before I get rained on. Make the bench out of cinder blocks and 4x4 posts. This is something I've done before, and I had this set up at my apartment, so I'm gonna recreate it. But that's also why I said I should have leveled the ground, because I don't know how this is gonna work, but we're gonna just gonna do it and see how it turns out. Just realized I'm doing this the hard way. It's not like I don't have like a cart. I can use my cart to move these things. So let me get smart and do that. This is why I was saying I should have leveled the ground, because obviously there's a hump there, so now I got to figure out how to level. Do stuff right the first time. Take a lesson. Guys, so hold on. All right, guys, so I don't know, let me know what y'all think. So this is, you can kind of see the idea here, or where I'm going with this. You can probably see how I envisioned this to be up against the fence, but like I said, to optimize the light for the plants, I needed to move it out into the yard, and I just so happened to pick a spot where there's a big hump. But using the mulch to level the ground out just where the blocks are was helpful. We'll see how that holds up over time. Ghost is trying to get somebody's attention. I don't know. You see where I'm going. Anyway, I need to think through how to finish this project out. Again, I need to consider the some solution for the climbing plants, the vines like the tomatoes, cucumbers, and okra. And also, I need to consider irrigation, because I don't have a water spout over here in this area. So I need to figure out the best way to get water here to where I don't forget to water the plants, but also to try to make it as kind of as offhand as possible, because I know if I have to come out here every day, they're probably going to dry up. So I don't know. Let me think about that and figure out that piece of it. But that'll probably be in the next video. I mean, I'm okay with this so far. So I feel a little better about this than I did when I first came out today. So anyway, yeah, just leave a comment and give me your thoughts or suggestions. Also, guys, this cart, it's convertible. It's a cart and a dolly in one. And it's easily convertible because it just has this one little pin here. But y'all, if y'all can find one, if I can find this, I think I got this at Walmart. So if I can find it, I'll link it in the description box below. But if you don't have one of these, I highly suggest you get one, because man, this thing is a lifesaver and a bag saver too. So anyway, that's my tip for the week. At this point, I'm just rambling, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, and I will catch you guys next time. Okay, bye.